Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the number one horror podcast, places where you can find people having sex on the internet. Getting off, I am your host, the patron saint of podcasting, the word matter, but not really. I'm really the co-host because this is the Katie Horror Showcase, hosted by the one, the only host of the Sheely Showcase, inside the mind of, in the crowd, Katie's Horror Showcase on Getting Off, and story time with Miss Katie Kinsey Bebe. Miss Katie Kinsey Bebe.
Hey.
What's up, kid?
Hey.
Long time no see.
Yeah, I know, crazy. It's like we did a show yesterday or something.
No, never. We wouldn't do something like that. We wouldn't go to ass. Never.
Ew. Yeah, thank you.
Hey, it's your show.
Oh, I thought you were gonna plug stuff.
But... Oh, I guess I could do that, but I mean, okay, yeah. If you guys are watching us live, thanks for checking us out. Maybe at twitch.tv/Creation World, where if you have Amazon Prime, you have Prime Gaming. You take that, you link it to your Twitch account, and you get a free sub every month. That free sub you can give to any of your favorite Twitch creators, whether it is me, whether it is Katie, I did it right. Will over at Botch Bots and Chair Shots, everything Rivet City Radio, like anyone that you guys enjoy on Twitch, show them some support, toss them that free Amazon Prime sub. It costs you nothing. All you got to do is go through your desktop, click the little checkbox that says use Prime sub, and then use it every month to support your favorite content creators so they can continue bringing you guys, the product that you enjoy and you want to watch. Hopefully this is one of those shows. Definitely smacking raw. Hashtag them dragons, which, by the way, hashtag them dragons will be back tomorrow due to some unforeseen circumstances. We had to push it back a day, but now you got us an hour early, and nobody's complaining about Matt and Katie an hour early. So, make sure you turn into hashtag them dragons tomorrow. You guys can also check us out at youtube.com/Creation World, where it is free to like, to subscribe, and to comment. Katie, what does that do?
Boosts the algorithm, helps find new listeners.
That is erect and correct. And why is that important, Katie, on both fronts?
Because you're a whore.
Hence the erect and correct. Yes, I am a whore. For your likes, attention, comments, views, opinions, attention. Mostly just the attention. I am an attention whore. That's why I do this. That's why I do all the shows that I do. Because I like your attention. So give me what I like. Make me feel happy and special inside. And, sub. Have fun. Come talk to us. Hang out. Boost that algorithm. Let more people find us. Share me around like the whore that I am with everyone that you love. Yeah. We'll have like a family orgy. It'll be a great time. Audio orgy, to be clear. Also, while we're doing that, you can flick your bean. Get notified every time we go live, with that notification bell. Every Thursday, returning, because we were off last week because, there was a holiday, for the Creation Conversation. Noon Central, 1 p.m. Eastern. Mm-hmm. Every Saturday, 10 p.m. Central, 11 p.m. Eastern for Smacking Raw.
Mm-hmm.
I almost said this show.
You almost heard.
Almost.
That's all right.
Almost. Listen, there was naked men running into my house last night. My cameras all moved because of Zoom. There's things going on. Or every other Sunday for this show, the one I almost just said, Getting Off, 10 p.m. Central, 11 p.m. Eastern. Normally, however, and also tonight, when hashtag them dragons runs, we will be an hour back. But I think it's only 2 more weeks of this show that's going to happen for. So possibly the next 2 episodes will get pushed back an hour. All right, Katie, with all of that said, it's time for me to shut up and you to take control.
Okay, so before we get into what I have, I saw Maxine today.
Am I going to like it?
So I think you'll like it, but it's very much like Pearl in the nudity aspect.
So
you don't
none.
get a lot. You get some, but like not as much as X.
It's about a fucking
X, you get a lot of callbacks to X.
what?
You get a lot of callbacks to X because this is technically the sequel to X.
Right. But she's a porn star. How is there?
I mean, obviously, I'm not gonna spoil everything. Also, it was just like one of those things where like there was like a half an hour left, and I was like, I have to pee so bad, but I'm not getting up because I don't want to miss anything.
Yeah. I'm honestly a little biased towards it already, just because I already see everyone sucking this movie's dick like it's the greatest thing ever made. I saw something that's like, not every actress has this, and it was like X, the masterpiece, Pearl, the masterpiece, Maxine, the masterpiece, but Mia Goth does, and it's kind of turning me off on the idea. Like, not that I'm not going to watch it, it's just the fact that everyone acts like these are the greatest horror movies ever made.
They're not. This one, it's I don't know. It's definitely more crime-based thriller horror than just like straight up horror, I guess. It's very hard to explain without giving anything away about the movie because I don't want to.
Fair. Appreciate that.
I'm a nice guy. What can I say? But yeah, I saw that today. Next week, I go see Longlegs. I'm scared. I don't want to.
You just beat me to all the shit because I don't have time or ability at this point with everything going on. Like my mother-in-law and father-in-law's like 50th anniversary is coming up. Kate goes to the doctor tomorrow to find out if she needs surgery. Zoe has surgery later this month.
Jesus.
For tonsils, adenoids, and all blah blah blah. Tubes in her ears. So it's like, fuck. I'm gonna be very busy every weekend for the foreseeable future. It's kind of sad.
See, I have no kids, no responsibilities on the weekends, and I'm a Cinemark Club member, so I get a free ticket every month. So,
booyah! All right.
Yeah.
What'd you bring for nudes and rumors?
Okay, well, I'm gonna need you to click on that first link that I sent you, please, sir, because we're starting with the trailer.
Okay, so I think I know which one was the first one. I just kind of opened them and I stuck them all together. I didn't open them in order because I didn't. Anyway, we'll figure it out.
I send them in order.
We'll find out. Is it that one? Is that the one you wanted?
Yes.
Okay, look at that.
This is Heretic.
Hi, good afternoon, ma'am. Are you interested in learning about our Savior, Jesus Christ? Hi. Good afternoon. Hi, are you? My name is Sister Barnes, and oh my gosh. Are you interested in learning more about the Church of Jesus Christ?
Come on in.
No.
We can't come inside unless another woman is present.
My wife is home. Does that count?
Great.
You like pie?
Yeah.
My wife has pie in the oven.
I could tell that you are a very spiritually curious person.
I think it is good to be religious, to find your faith in a doctrine you actually believe.
Well, our work here is done.
Now, I will go and check on the pie.
So sleep, silent angel.
Can you fit through this? You're crazy. We just need to go home.
I won't keep you if you wish to leave. But I want you to choose which door to go through based on your faith.
What does this have to do with us leaving?
Everything.
Okay, I'm intrigued.
Studied.
It will make your hearts beat faster. It may even make you want to die. Do not be afraid. You will witness a miracle.
Okay.
Yes, so that is Heretic coming out November 15th. Obviously starring Hugh Grant.
Obviously.
The premise is two young missionaries are forced to prove their faith when they knock on the wrong door and are greeted by a diabolical Mr. Reed, Hugh Grant, and are, they're stuck in his deadly game of cat and mouse. So I feel about, some things about religious movies, but this one, I mean, I'm a little intrigued, I will say. I did see this was one of the trailers that showed before Maxine. So, this was the first time I actually got to see it earlier today, and I was like, ooh, okay. I kind of like it.
Yeah, no, I'm very I do like the play on religion and horror. Also, I realized that Sophie Thatcher, who's also in that movie, I know from Yellow Jackets, and Boogeyman, which came out, with the light ball under the bed.
Oh yeah, I did not see that.
So interesting. No, that I thought that was gonna be like Knock Knock with Keanu Reeves.
Knock knock.
You know what I'm talking about?
No. What?
Yeah, Knock Knock with Keanu Reeves, where the two girls come to his house and then he ends up cheating on his wife with them, and then they you've never heard of Knock Knock?
I don't think so.
All right, even though we don't do post shows anymore, if this show doesn't run too long and we have time at the end, we might watch a trailer for Knock Knock, as long as we don't go 2 hours. If not, we'll just watch it offline.
I don't think we will go 2 hours.
So we'll see. But yeah, no, I'm down. What's next?
Okay, so next, what are your thoughts, feelings, and opinions on Bloody Mary?
The drink,
Not
game?
the drink.
Okay.
Not the drink.
Because that's how we had to explain it to Tommy. Are we talking like they're gonna make a Bloody Mary movie? Because, So, it's an interesting concept, but it's this Candyman did it better.
Oh, possible hot take. I mean, well, so okay. Let me break it down. Okay, so we are getting a movie called Bloody Mary Origins. It's based off a book. It was a New York Times bestseller called Mary the Summoning. It is going to be written, I think it's directed by. Let me look.
Fede Alvarez?
No.
Oh.
Okay, it doesn't say what he's going to be in this, but it's Jeffrey Reddick, the writer and creator of Found Us Nation.
Okay.
So he's behind this. So the little premise here is a group of teenage girls who discover an ancient spell that conjures the real Bloody Mary. Okay. A group of teenage girls discover an ancient spell that conjures the real Bloody Mary. When the terrifying entity pulls one of the girls through the mirror, she becomes trapped in the past, living out the real Mary Worth's last days. With time running out, the others must discover a way to save their friend in the past while vanquishing a terrorizing Bloody Mary in the present.
I mean, I will probably enjoy it, but it sounds like it's going to be like what was that fucking movie that just had Kiernan Shipka in it? Totally Killer.
Oh, because like when she goes to the fucking 80s or whatever.
Right, something like that, which I'm cool with. It'll be fine. I don't know, we'll see. Let me see a trailer for it, see what Bloody Mary looks like. Like I said, Candyman, a man full of bees with a hook coming through my mirror is more terrifying than a woman in a wedding dress. I believe Bloody Mary's in a wedding dress, right?
I believe so.
Yeah.
I think that's like the original lore. Of
However,
Bloody Mary, that she's supposed to be in a wedding dress.
The chick in the wedding dress from that not Conjuring, the Annabelle comes home when they had and she that was so maybe I'm wrong because that
ridiculous. But so since Jeffrey Reddick is going to be behind this, the goal is to generate ongoing films with the same impressive longevity as Final Destination. So they want to create multiple movies. I don't know if it'll all be like.
So it's going to be urban legends, but the franchise, not the film series.
I guess so. It wasn't too specific about that. And since we're talking about Final Destination, there's a little bit more about Final Destination Bloodlines. Not really when it's going to come out, but basically, this girl. I didn't take a picture of it, but like I'm remembering it like off rip here. A girl has dreams about like dying about dying in like some hotel crash or something, like a building collapsing and her dying. But then she finds out that it was actually her grandma who actually escaped the death because it was like taking place in the 1960s. So then after the grandma dies, death is supposedly coming for her family and her siblings and her cousins and all of this shit. An interesting take on everything. They said they wanted to change it up for this one.
Okay.
So, I don't know, like I said.
Did Death have like a backstock of people he needed to get to before, he got to 60 years later with his family? Because I'm assuming this is taking place in 2020, whatever. And the grandma escaped in the 60s, so he had like a backlog of 60 years worth of shit to catch up on before he got back to this family. Like,
I think it's. I really wish I almost took a picture of like what it said and I didn't, and I'm mad at myself now. But what I remember it saying is that she escaped death for so long.
Okay, so grandma's just been fucking dodging death.
Grandma was dodging death for quite some time. She does eventually die. I think it might be like towards the very beginning of this movie or like.
But like probably from like natural causes. So Death's like, fuck you, I'm coming for your family.
Maybe, I don't know. But so Death was like, well, I guess I'll go after like family members of everyone else for now, and then once she dies, maybe, I don't know. But I did see something about there being a scene in a tattoo parlor.
Okay.
So, I mean, we both are a little tatted. You're more tatted than I am. But that could be interesting because one of the characters is like super tatted and like piercings and all of this shit, and he's, I don't know, I guess he's like a tattoo artist.
That's not gonna go well for him.
Nope.
He's gonna get that.
No, it is not. Yeah, so that's all that stuff.
Okay. I'm not gonna judge Bloody Mary prior to seeing anything trailer wise.
Yeah, because there was not a whole lot of information on it, just that they are basing it off this book and that Jeffrey Reddick's attached to it, and then that little synopsis. So I don't know.
Okay.
All right, I'm going to need you to pull up that second thing I sent you. Let's see if you get it right. Yes.
Oh, come on. That was funny. See last night's game? It'll be a miracle if they make the playoffs.
I hate to say it, but I kind of missed you this year.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What the hell is that?
Just fucking know what that means. Oh no.
I can't.
I feel like in any post-apocalyptic world, the one thing there would be a surplus of everywhere you go is condoms.
I mean, you would think.
You should never be in this situation.
I mean, true. Yeah. So that is obviously based off A Quiet Place, which I did just see A Quiet Place Day One. Also, I mean, it was pretty good, if I do say so myself. If you like the first two movies, I think you would like that movie. But the game itself is coming out later this year, and I do have a little synopsis about that as well. Where is it? Oh, yeah. So it centers around Alex, a young college student suffering from asthma and struggling to survive the end of the world alongside her boyfriend Martin, but the nightmarish extraterrestrial creatures stalking her aren't the only threat she'll have to contend with, as she must... they missed a word. Okay. As she must go through the ruins of civilization in search of a safe haven for herself and her family. So, listen, being pregnant during an apocalypse, you would just have to end me. You would just have to throw me out a window or something. I wouldn't be able to do it.
There's no like, don't get me wrong. I understand sex doesn't go away just because the world has ended. Like
I mean,
you still need...
look how many pandemic babies there were.
My daughter is fringing on one of them.
Exactly. Tommy's like crazy. I thought E.T. found home. This ain't your mama's E.T. These creatures are fucking crazy. They thrive off sound. You can't even really breathe. And this bitch has asthma in the game. Like, you know how loud an inhaler is? Wow.
Yeah. I mean, you would know because you use one.
I do. I'd use it yesterday morning, actually, ironically enough.
Tommy said, look, that's all we had during the pandemic.
Hey, true. Well, I didn't have that. I had Camera in a Dream. At the calf.
That's the only thing that was open. Legs were the only thing that was open during the pandemic. Because technically, I don't know about you, but I read those rules. You should have been wearing a mask and keeping, what was it, like 6 feet apart?
Yeah.
Yeah. So unless you're really packing, Tommy, I don't know how you span that 6 foot gap.
Yeah. Just having to work through the pandemic was a terrible time. Having to wear a mask by an oven, terrible.
We talked about a horror movie fan, not so much a horror game fan. This looks like a lot of what I don't like, being vaguely unarmed in a POV, hiding from things that are going to murder me and pop out that I need to run from. So Just a suggestion. That's not what that was.
That's not what that means.
And people saying that are why we were in the pandemic for as long as we fucking were.
Nobody knew how to just stay inside.
Yep.
I mean, I
looks
don't
cool.
know. I don't know if I'll play it, but I do love like the franchise itself, which I wouldn't be mad if they made another movie. I don't know if you can make it happen, but like, I wouldn't be mad. Yeah, I'm sorry. What?
It's a whole thing. We'll talk later.
Oh Jesus. Okay. Okay. What is your favorite horror movie that involves a shark?
Deep Blue Sea.
No. Well, I mean, it might be, but
No, it is. Kate makes fun of me for it all the time, but it is because.
Okay,
Deep
what's
Blue Sea.
the most popular?
To answer your question, Zoe's favorite horror movie that involves a shark because she had a 4th of July shirt for it, and I have a blanket that she stole from me and is currently sleeping with tonight is Jaws. Yes, Jaws.
Jaws. Yes. So, and listen, I was scraping the bottom of the barrel for news. This was a rough week to find shit for me. I did my best, guys. But listen, this is gonna appeal to you specifically because Jaws is getting a Lego set.
Okay.
See, I got him. I'm bringing him in on August 1st. It is 1,497 pieces for $160.
That's not terrible. I could do that. I could swing that.
14-inch high Lego replica of the boat, and you get the iconic shark
Okay.
on a wide diorama base, and you get 3 minifigs with the set as well. Chief Martin Brody, Matt.
Quint.
Yeah. All of the 3 main people. You said it as I was saying it.
Sorry.
Too many pieces, I'll lose shit. That's why you do it one at a you do each bat at a time. Just keep it all together. But yeah, I guess this was based off of like someone had an idea for like a Jaws Lego set, and there was a lot of like funding and stuff to make it happen, and then they said, yeah, we got to the goal we needed to get so we can actually do it.
Can we do this for a Michael Myers house, please?
I was just gonna say, I need
Lego
horror
sets?
Legos.
Yes. Let this be the catalyst, the door that opens to get us horror Lego sets, because I will buy them all. I'm still waiting for you to give me another Transformer to match my Optimus Prime. Like, where's my Bumblebee or Megatron that I'm going to drop someone in?
Other ones?
Right now, it's just Optimus Prime, at least as far as I know. But anyway,
what?
I would drop money on those because those were dope as fuck. But yeah, no, I will buy this. I recently, as of like this past week/weekend, tried to get Zoe to watch Jaws because she's like sleeping with the blanket and everything. Kate's like, she has nightmares. You got to deal with her, and like she's afraid of flamingos, which we don't even have in fucking Illinois. And I keep telling her that, but she's terrified of flamingos.
Not the flamingos.
Not the sharks. And we watched a good portion of it. There was a point where a little boy got lost, and the mom was like yelling for the son. She goes, "Where did whatever the kid's name was go?" And I'm like, "Oh." She's like, "Did he go under the water?" I'm like, "Yeah." She goes, "What happened?" I said, "The shark got him." She goes, "Oh, okay." And then like nothing. So we haven't got to like the actual shark eating the boat and shit yet. So we'll see.
That animatronic's gonna fucking scare her.
We'll see
It's scary.
that does. But like I said, she's got this Jaws shirt, and it's like one of the sequins ones where like if you swipe up, the picture is the shark with the closed mouth, and when you swipe down, the mouth opens.
Those are so cool.
And it's red, white, and blue. And then my Jaws fucking blanket, one of like the really soft ones that they sold at Spencer's. I got that and 2 Chucky ones, one of which I can't find. Yeah, so she sleeps with that every night. She stole both of them. I got one back because I tried to take her blankie, and she goes, "That's my blankie." I'm like, "Well, you took both Daddy's blankies." She goes, "You can have this one." I'm like, "Oh, gee, thanks." So
Tell me once Friday the 13th camp in Lincoln Logs specifically. Hello, Allison.
what up, Allison?
Listen, Lincoln Logs. Jesus.
I mean, it's possible.
It's possible, but like, dude, I don't think. Give me Legos.
Yeah,
can just
give it to
build
us Legos, please.
She's the ruler of the house.
She is. I understand. That's what the fuck. I keep asking, I'm like, who's in charge? She goes, me. And I'm like, I'm gonna count to 5. You better tell me who's in charge. She goes, you are. I'm like, yeah, that's what I thought.
She said, me, bitch.
Yeah, multiple times.
All right, Matt, pull up that last trailer for me, please, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
Like I said, there was not a lot this week, guys. I did my best.
If you want, I can look for some stuff and help you out.
I mean, we could do that one. We could do Smile 2 after, since that's the next one if you hit that.
Oh, yeah, look at that.
I gotta go to the bathroom.
I've seen this.
Okay, Dad.
I know what this is.
What's with all the police everywhere? I'm not supposed to tell.
I'm gonna tell you what.
You know, the butcher, the freaking nut job that goes around chopping people up. The feds heard that he's gonna be here today. So they set up a trap for him. This whole concert, it's a trap. They're watching all the exits, they're checking everyone that leaves. There's no way to get out of here.
I've never felt this before.
And there's the
You-
catch.
Out of control. Shoot left. Where should I put her?
Thank you.
This individual that we're searching for won't panic. He's realized he can't get out. He's going to try to cause chaos.
Dad, what are you doing? You're acting weird.
This dude is next level insane.
What's happening?
I think you're looking for me.
Sorry, guys. Sorry. Sorry.
How you all doing? You having fun?
Why did that look like Maya?
What's going on, Daddy?
A little bit.
Open the goddamn door!
I can't get away. I can't stop. I'll just do this one last one.
Enjoy the rest of the concert.
So we know that if it's what up, Will? That dude's so tall you can see over the stuff.
Let Josh Hartnett be, please.
Well, I was gonna say we know that if it's M. Night Shyamalan Ding Dong, that we have a 50-50 shot that the movie is gonna be good, and the trailer is no indication of whether or not the movie will actually play out well. Because he always has really good trailers. You know, I'm always like, fuck yeah, and then again, 50-50 is the movie. But
Well-
I've seen this twice. I'm interested, very interested.
Listen, Josh Hartnett's acting will be what holds this movie together, basically. But the little premise for those who couldn't figure it out, the little synopsis is a father and teen daughter attend a pop concert, where they by Maya apparently. They realize that they are at the center of a serial killer's plot, basically. But I mean, obviously, it's her dad. So,
But it's M. Night Shyamalan Ding Dong, so it could be her.
if it's his teenage daughter who's dancing with her friends, I'm gonna be so surprised.
It could also be the old lady at the door that was narrating shit. It could be the black guy that they were talking to. It could be anything. Like, there's a twist.
I love when characters in movies are like, "Oh, I'm not supposed to tell you, but I'm gonna tell you anyways."
Mm-hmm.
Because he's like, "I'm not supposed to tell you." But so like the butcher's like running around, and they were like, "Oh, he's gonna be here," so they trapped him. And I don't know. I love Josh Hartnett, so I love that we're in his renaissance now because he was in Oppenheimer and he killed it, and now he's in this and he's gonna kill it, and I'm very excited. No, he will.
Okay.
I have faith in him. I don't have as much faith in M. Night Shyamalan.
The Butcher is one of the most terrifying mini bosses in Diablo 4, too, by the way. Anytime I hear fresh meat, I about shit my pants.
He's a bounty hunter hunting the killer, not the killer. The cops are interfering.
Could be.
Possibly. I don't know. August 2nd. Less than a month. I will be going to see it.
All right.
Let's just fuck around with Smile too, I guess. Oh. I hate it.
Hey, more pop music.
Like that and white.
Hello?
Maybe not.
Sky! What? No, get away from me!
What? What is
Get
it?
away from me!
Lewis?
What up, Get Joe?
Something really crazy is happening to me. I keep seeing this face everywhere.
You witnessed a death. Now it's latched onto you.
Stop smiling at me!
It's a Smile.
Yeah. Good job, man.
That's a pretty cool shirt you got. Want me to sign it?
Yeah, Smile too.
It makes me not want to see people smile at all. Fair.
Was supposed to dodge the ram. Instead, you got rammed by the dodge. God damn it. Yeah. Did you like the first Smile? Did we ever talk about this?
Didn't dislike it, didn't love it. It was cool.
It was weird.
Yeah.
I remember watching it at my friend's house, and I was just like sitting in the chair, and I was just like, it gives me that like uncomfy feeling, like here.
It was like it follows if something actually happened in the movie.
I know your distaste for It Follows.
Something following you, spreading from person to person, blah blah blah, getting infected, but not an STD. Death.
Yeah, I was like, this is a little different. This is you witness a death, or you witness something traumatic, typically a death, and then it attaches itself to you.
Yeah.
I didn't expect there to be a second one, but like this looks kind of good. I don't know who that actress is, but she's beautiful. So like, watch it for her.
There you go.
Yeah, awesome.
What's next, Katie?
Oh, well, you know what time it is.
It is time for Shit Matt Made Katie Watch. And this week, we watched Children of the Corn for The Gathering because Katie, the last Katie Horror Showcase, watched the original Children of the Corn for the very first time. And I told her out of the franchise, this was my favorite. Katie, was this better than the original for you?
Yes.
Did you enjoy it?
Yes and no.
Okay. What you got?
So I don't know if there was like some. I mean, they like explain kind of the lore towards the end of the movie about like this kid in the well and everything like that. But I don't know if I missed anything in 2 and 3 because I didn't watch them. No. Okay.
So okay. Remember how when we talked the first time, like I don't remember why Children of the Corn scared me as a child, because like if you're a child, you're pretty much safe, and they murder the adults. This is the movie that's the reason why Children of the Corn scared me, because this is the one I think watched the most, and with everything that happens to the kids in this and all of that, with like the sickness and blah, blah, blah. But no, this is not He Who Walks Behind the Rose.
Isaac.
No Isaac, no Malachi.
This is Josiah.
And this is more based in like the evils of religion and the corruption of religion, not a false religion, people who worship corn gods. So I thought the lack of corn gods. Also, we have watched House of a Thousand Corpses. There are 2 faces in this movie that should have been very familiar to you from House of a Thousand Corpses.
Should there have been? Was I?
Yes.
I don't know. I was supposed to be. Well, shit. Would it have been the mom?
Yes, the mom was Mother Firefly in the original House of a Thousand Corpses. Karen Black.
Okay, I got one. Was it the doctor?
No.
He just looked really familiar.
So the second cameo, or not cameo, but the second person that was also in House of a Thousand Corpses was the alcoholic farmer that went to the well in the first place.
Who was? Oh.
He was the father of the teenage girl that came looking for her that got shot up with the cops.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
That's on me.
The old detective. Yeah.
I didn't know I was supposed to be paying attention to that.
But then also Naomi Watts, which my first swallow was Karen Black, Harrison Young, and Naomi Watts. Harrison Young was the father in House of a Thousand Corpses, and Karen was Mother Firefly. And everyone knows Naomi Watts. You don't need to run down what the fuck she's done.
Yes, I know her. How old was she? She looked really young in this movie.
She was really young because this was 1996. Yes. And the ring was
20 years ago.
The one?
Right. 2001?
I want to say 2001. Might have been 2000.
I'm a look. If I can spell it, great. The 2002.
Okay. So yeah, 6 years later. So this is 6 years prior to the ring.
Craziness. I liked her character.
I assumed that this being kind of like a separate thing, not having the corn god and all of the bullshit, but also giving you lore behind what the evil was in this movie and all of that, it would appeal more to you.
It did appeal more. I did like we had no He Who Walks Behind the Rose or whatever the fuck. We had no corn god. The children being creepy was on a toned down schedule type of thing compared to the first one. Like, first one, these kids were just killing everybody and everything because one little boy told them to. This one, they all were possessed by past children
that were abused and killed, and
which I was kind of intrigued by that. That got me. Like those two little twin boys, They're like, my name's Ezekiel, and then like Caleb.
Caleb?
Yeah, look at me go.
If you watch 1, watch 4. That'd be my suggestion.
Yeah, I mean, nobody really wants to watch 1, but like, you kind of have to. I didn't want to watch 1, but here we are. You know, so that was kind of cool, and the fact that like all the kids got sick and like temperature spikes, and it was cool, and it was just like through the fucking air. It was the corona. We've talked a lot about pandemic in this episode for some reason.
Mm-hmm.
This was a pandemic for like a day for these kids, and then they started getting possessed and started killing people. So then we kind of like took a turn.
Well, let's talk about this. So one of the things that I enjoy about this, because I know that it probably seemed a little bit obvious now, but back in 1996 wasn't as obvious of a trope, was Naomi Watts being the mother of Margaret.
Yeah, I kind of. So whenever Margaret like came in, and I was like something seems off. She was a little. I knew the way the mom reacted, like her heart. I knew something was going on here. I've seen too many
But it wasn't
movies.
as obvious. And Josiah, the boy preacher. So apparently, a woman had a child out of wedlock and abandoned him. These traveling preachers adopted him. The boy took to preaching. They exploited him to take money from the towns. And when they saw how popular he was, they did terrible, awful things to this boy to try to keep him from aging, including poisoning with quicksilver, mercury, depriving him of sleep, all of these things. He snapped, killed the preachers, and then the townspeople set him on fire and tossed him into a well and buried him, where his evil spirit is then released by the farmer, who goes to drink from the well. And then he infects all of the children. The children then become possessed by the spirits of dead children who were also abused, because we get, as you said, the story of Ezekiel and Caleb, the Cuff boys who were mistreated by their father, and blah, blah, blah. And then all of the kids are giving themselves old-timey Amish names, because why the fuck not? But very interesting backstory, very different take from, like I said, what we see in the original. Isaac returns in the 6th movie. I don't remember exactly what's going on in the 5th movie, but I'm pretty sure He Who Walks Behind the Rose is back for that one.
Why?
2, I think, is 2 or 3 is Urban Harvest, where like the kids take the preachings and try to resurrect He Who Walks Behind the Rose, but in like the city, in a garden that they build in an abandoned building, because they like adopt some of the fucked up kids and bring them out. It's a whole thing. There's a bunch of different shit, but for all of the stuff that I've watched, because there's a shit ton of like remakes and blah, 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 this has always been my favorite. Naomi Watts is a big part of that. Karen Black. There's also the boy who is anemic.
Oh, Marcus.
Yeah. Who ends up cutting his hand and almost dying because he was bleeding out, and his dad goes to save him. They put mercury in the water, which, you know, and then the sprinkler system and the one-liner, and I enjoyed it. I do. How many are there? Me and John literally just counted, so there were 6. I believe there are 10 or 11. So I know they're the original 6. And then there is Children of the Corn Revelations, Children of the Corn. There was a made-for-TV movie remake. There was a straight-up remake like a couple years ago. And then there was another one that I'm blanking out on that had a title. So there's at least 10, if not 11 of them.
Too many is the answer. I don't know why. It's like, okay, I can understand your first movie does some success. You're like, let's capitalize. Let's make a second one. Cool. Does maybe equally good, if not maybe a little worse. Okay, still doing good. Let's make a third. No, too many. Leprechaun did this shit too. Like, why were there 10 Leprechaun movies? Like, why?
Because we had to go back to the hood, Katie.
Back to the Hood was like 6.
And then we had to
Could've
go,
ended
well,
there.
we had to go to space, and then we had to go to the hood, and then we had to go back to the hood.
We did not need to go to space.
We needed to go to space.
We did not need to go
We
to space.
needed Alien Queen space titties. All right.
Fine.
Yeah.
But like, goddamn, we didn't need that many.
For real. Yeah, see, she's with me. We needed Alien Queen space
No.
titties for real.
She's with me.
No one knows it's provocative. It gets the people going. God damn it.
Right.
Look at you quoting movies.
Which quote movies?
The only thing I have for swallows that we didn't mention, because like we talked about the kids getting fevers. So like their fever spike, they're getting put in ice baths, their teeth are falling out because
they're convulsing.
When she does the blood test, it shows that the blood is kind of mixed with something dead, and it doesn't make sense to her, and it's not right. She doesn't trust it, but it's, you know, the dead blood of Josiah. Also, her friend spills some of that blood next to her, some mercury next to the blood, and sees like the blood move the fuck away, which blood isn't supposed to do. So
blood don't do that. Last time I checked.
Big sign. It does it in the thing and it does it in this, which I appreciated that, because like the thing, they would like check the blood and anything non-organic. Yeah.
I remember.
Yeah, so
I've watched the thing. Both of them. I remember. Yeah.
so that and serial killer trading cards, which her brother had.
Yes. Yeah, because that actually was her brother. Yeah.
Yeah. Which
weird.
Serial killer trading cards. Come on now, like.
No, those are pretty cool. And he's like talking about. He's like, this one's Charles Manson, and I was like, I know about that guy.
I was like, I feel like that's something Katie would collect if they were available.
100% would. I do like true crime. What can I say? Just saying. Oh, no. Like, I did like Marianne. That was Naomi Watts' character. Grace. It was Grace's friend. Goddamn. The kills in this movie were ridiculous.
I have the list.
I know we will get to the list, but I think Doc's was probably the worst. Or I don't know. His or Marianne's, they're kind of up in the air. But okay, can I talk about the stuff that I didn't like about this movie?
Absolutely, go ahead. I got my spits as well. They might coincide.
We started with it was just a dream. I hate that shit. I hate that shit so much. And then later in the movie, we got a double. It was just a dream. For what? I get it. Premonitions. Cool. Also, why is it always a medical student? There's 2 movies I've seen of these, and it's a medical student. At least Grace knew what the fuck she was doing. Whatever his nuts was in the first movie, he was not doing his best. And then just there was a lot of random moments in the movie where it was like slowed down for no reason whatsoever. I don't like that. It throws me off. Like, why is like when she turns to Margaret, it's like super slow-mo and like the music's like all faded. She just turned to look at her child because plot twist is her kid, but like not a plot twist. As soon as fucking Mama Rosa and Mama Nook, the old ladies in the town, were telling the story of Josiah, like Grace's face was like, oh God, an abandoned child. I know one of those. Your kid. That's why she didn't want to come back. That's why she wanted to stay at school. But no, her mom went cuckoo bananas and had a dream, the dream from the beginning, about Josiah coming into her house after he got scraped up and then killing her, or something killing her. And then Doc is there, and Also,
Well, so on that note, I just have early 90s horror, which 96 isn't really early. It's mid 90s horror, but
mid.
a little bit of a carryover. So you have the tropes, right? Like the old fortune teller ladies that are always in the movie that give you the exposition, you know, like you, and then I had editing and effects, which is what you talked about, like the slow-mo shit, the way that Grace died, or Marianne died.
Marianne's the friend.
Yes, the way that Marianne died. All of that stuff is just it was very typical 90s horror, especially like straight to
Marcus's
VHS
mom.
90s horror. Yeah.
Like, because you don't even see it. You just see you hear the.
Well,
like,
we saw the hand get cut. Like, we saw her fingers get cut off.
Oh, yeah. And that was kind of cool. But, like, after that, we didn't see shit. You did see the blood splatter and the. Which, like, it just sounded like someone just picking a fake blood and just throwing it at something.
Also, I had it in here. I didn't mean to put it as spits, but I talked earlier about one-liners, and the one-liner that Naomi Watts used when she hit the sprinkler system with the mercury in it was, "I hope you can swim."
It's right up there with "Do Your Thing," cuz.
Whoa.
Both equally terrible.
We do not disparage Alexandra Daddario on this podcast.
We disparage that awful fucking line.
I have no problems with that line.
I literally saw the Rock meme that was going around. I literally saw it today, and it was that part, and someone was like, and so I told her, say the line, "Do your thing, cuz," and she did it. I was like, God damn it. So that also does make me think about it. It's awful. It's fucking atrocious. I hate it.
That's how I'm going to throw it to you every episode that we do this now, when it's your turn to go, instead of like, all right, Katie, it's your turn. Do your thing, cuz.
It's the way that she is all cocky about it too. It's like, bitch, shut up.
If your cousin was Leatherface and you were tossing him a chainsaw to handle business, would you not also be really cocky about it?
I wouldn't. I would just remove myself from the situation. If I was I don't like Texas Chainsaw movies. We've talked about this many a time.
What else do you have for spits?
Those are like the main things. I couldn't really I was invested in the movie, but at the same time I wasn't invested in the movie.
Okay. That's fair.
Shit kind of picked up. Like, once the kids got sick, I was like, okay, you got me a little intrigued here. And then it was kind of like a domino effect. Kind of picked up speed here and there. Margaret likes her baptism, I guess, towards
Which
the
brought
end.
Josiah back to life.
Yeah,
because they're both abandoned children, because Grace abandoned her daughter and the old lady's abandoned Josiah.
They like casually drop that in too in the movie. They're like,
your son,
Rosa, your son's coming home. Hello? What if I wasn't listening properly and I missed that? Also, the subtitles were pissing me off because they were delayed, so I had to turn them off.
Would it really have mattered if you knew that was Rosa's son or not? Would that really have changed anything about the movie?
No, but it made more sense because why do these old biddies know so much about this?
Because old biddies know everything. Old biddies are nosy as fuck and they know everything.
I can't wait to be an old biddy. I'm just gonna be getting
everyone knows everything.
Yeah, I'm gonna know everything. I'm gonna get in everyone's business. I cannot wait.
The only other notes I have for spits are Marianne not leaving when she knew she should have left and said she should have left and sticking around. And then also kids making blood donations into the bloodbath while using the same knife, because that's not hygienic. No one washed that knife in between uses.
No. Those kids didn't give a fuck. They had the Ezekiels and the Calebs and the other names. I'm just trying to conduct a podcast here. I'm also not an old biddy yet. I got some years until I'm an old biddy. Why was it okay? So if that specific barn was where they killed Josiah, why did they not just burn the barn down? Ergo, burning him with it. You know, like burning the well with it. Like, why did we not just get rid of that completely?
Yeah.
I'm out here just trying to make sense of everything, people. I'm just trying to do my damnedest. And nobody listens to me.
Who got off?
Okay.
We talked about him. Drunk farmer impaled and decapitated after waking up Josiah's undead spirit.
Which why you would go to that well to drink is beyond me, but okay.
Sandra, the mom, slashed to pieces by a scythe.
Yes.
Sheriff Biggs run through with a scythe in the cornfield.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Dr. Larson cut in half with gurney.
Jesus.
June Rhodes overcame agoraphobia to be strung up in the barn and drained, killed. Didn't really see what happened to her.
No, we kind of just saw her body lying there at the end. And Grace was like, and then like got over it real fast.
Marianne was telekinetically impaled with various medical objects before having a scythe flip through the air and pierce her through the face.
Through the back of the head, through the face.
And last but not least, Josiah melted by mercury water.
Wicked witch ass. Get him.
But I mean, honestly, don't worry, Disney will still be around then.
Jesus Christ.
No, I think it was good, comparatively.
So this is the second franchise you've made me watch since we started doing Getting Off This Way.
Yes.
And I will say both sequels were better than the original.
Yes.
Because
I have a feeling you're going to feel the same way about Pet Sematary, which might be the next thing we do.
Yeah, I think we should just do 2 of each franchise.
Well, I mean, Pet Sematary Bloodlines, which just came out, was really good, and it's kind of like a prequel, so that might be something we might just talk about later as is. But yeah, there's only 2 Pet Sematary movies that I know of off the top of my head. So
Pet Sematary, yeah, because I knew the newest one was a prequel. I don't think we had that on. Did we? Hold on, I have to this video. It's gonna blow it. No, we did not have Pet Sematary on the list.
okay.
So, but like, I mean, so what? There's the original Pet Sematary, there's a sequel, and then a prequel.
And a remake. And the remake, in my opinion, was garbage.
Okay, so I have to watch the original
and the sequel.
Okay. I guess I could do that.
And it's going to be another Stephen King thing, so there's that.
I do. I mean, I have nothing really against Stephen King.
Hi, Jimmy. This is all one-sided. At least, unless we know the people that want to come on, we just don't invite random people in to join for the podcast. But thanks for joining us. Yeah, no, it would be one-sided.
Yeah. Okay.
Did
So
you like Pets, or did you like Children of the Corn 4 better, or Night of the Demons 2 better?
Ooh. I think. I don't know. See, I knew you were going to ask me this. And
I told you I was going to make you rank all of the movies, but I am going to ask you if you like the next movie we watch better than your last favorite movie.
I Hold on, let me look back at my notes from Night of the Demons 2. Oh my god, I flipped right to the page. That's crazy. I think it's still gonna be Night of the Demons 2.
I agree on it. Like Children of the Corn 4, again, it's something from my childhood. So was Night of the Demons 2. But for every cheesy, funny, but overly entertaining thing that Night of the Demons 2 gave us, plus all of the nudity, people in it, nudity.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah. Just ignore it.
I do have that trailer that we were talking about.
What is it? Knock
Since we have
Knock?
time. Knock Knock. See if it reminds you of the other trailer that we just watched a little bit.
Which one did you say it was going to remind me of? Heretic?
Yes.
Is this like a new movie?
Knock Knock is from 2015.
Jesus. Okay. I saw fucking Joe Henman's face down there.
I believe.
I don't. Because there's just, I hear no sound.
Nope. Hold on. I don't know what just
There's
happened.
no
man.
sound, my guy. Yeah.
Wait, what?
There was no sound. We couldn't hear it.
Oh, I know why. Well, shit. Let's start that over.
Because I was going to be like, oh, so there's just like no sound? But then like I saw people talking. I was like, now I can hear it.
Look at that beautiful kid.
Dad, are you sure you can't come to the beach with us? Dad needs to stay here and do some work.
Bye, guys.
I have no idea what he's talking about.
I don't fucking know.
Yes?
We're so sorry to bother you, sir, but my phone got wet and she left hers at her house.
Oh, I'm sorry. But if you want, you can come in and use my phone.
Yeah.
You're a lifesaver. Not everyone would let strangers into their houses.
You don't look that big.
I would not let strangers in my house.
Could we maybe throw clothes in your dryer just for like 10 minutes?
Sure.
How long have you and your wife been
Why?
14 years.
Being with one person your whole life is going against nature.
Well, when you love someone.
Come on, Evan. Buckle your seatbelts. We may be encountering some turbulence.
Guys, I have your clothes. They're pretty much dry.
Surprise!
Oh, stop. I can't do this. I'm married.
Yes, you can.
I thought you guys left.
Who made you rookie?
I'm not hungry. We can forget this happened. I made a mistake. Go. I'm calling the police.
No way.
Knock, knock. Who's there? Cheating Evan. Cheating Evan who? Cheating eventually gets you killed.
Holy shit.
Boy, your family are victims of your perverted behavior. This is what happens when you break the rules, Evan.
We have to punish you.
I want to play hide and seek.
Evan.
You came out to me. What was I supposed to do?
I'm glad we knocked on your door.
No, I'm not. Okay. I don't remember ever seeing a trailer for this. Ever.
Really?
Yeah. And like I fucks with Keanu Reeves. And some of it, he never ages. Nice voice. No, I've never in my life seen that trailer. Also, why are you letting strangers in your house? That looks fucked up. I know. Crazy. You let these two girls in your house. You let them dry their clothes.
I've got another trailer that dropped about 2 weeks ago that I haven't seen yet, starring Brandy.
Oh, we talked about that. It's The Front Room. We talked about that on.
We didn't watch the trailer though, right?
Well, no, because the trailer wasn't out yet. We talked about it on the last one we did. The last horror showcase.
So a month ago.
Yeah, because when I saw the trailer and I was like, oh, I talked about this.
Knock Knock was pretty good though. Eli Roth directed it, so like if
I did see Eli Roth's name.
the trailer intrigued you, I'd go check it out.
He did Thanksgiving, right?
Yes, he did Thanksgiving Hostel.
Mm-mm. I've never seen the Hostel movies, but like I don't want to.
You've never seen Hostel?
Mm-mm. I heard it was too fucked up, and I was like, no, thank you.
It's really not. Like for stuff that we've watched and shit, I don't think it would be that bad for you. But
compared to Saw.
Yeah, no, on a level of Saw, it's on par. It's not more fucked up.
I love your ridiculous note taking. Thank you. I love my notes. Sing it, Brandy. Go ahead.
My dad is dead.
Your father's final request was he wants you to take your mother into your home.
I'm willing to give you all the money I got. We can pay off the house with that money.
Everything in me is telling me to run away.
Welcome home, Solange.
Oh, what's in there?
Yeah, that's the nursery.
It's my room now. I have realized I do not know my granddaughter's name.
We're gonna name her Fern.
Not a plant you got growing in there? No. Used to be parents understood names gotta have power. Your father, what was his name?
I didn't know him really well.
Call that a broken family.
What the hell?
She thinks that the Holy Spirit possesses her and gives her power.
I can't practice my face. Not like I used to.
You're a racist.
You don't know what real racism is.
You're gonna tell me?
Have I offended you? Holy shit.
Your stepmother is literally evil.
Do you fear the Lord?
No.
Fear me.
She said that you hit her.
She wants you to think it was me. She wants to replace me. I am her mother.
Oh, no, yeah. Hey, oh, no, yeah.
This is my house. Being cooped up with a newborn and a mother-in-law can drive anyone crazy.
Help me, Belinda.
My name is Belinda. Belinda.
Yeah. Yeah. Like compared to like the synopsis that I had for it. Yeah. That's gonna be good.
I know it got kind of weird in there. It reminded me of, did you ever see Mother with
Is that one with Jennifer Lawrence?
Yes, Jennifer Lawrence.
I'm fantastic with names. No, I haven't seen that actually.
So that's basically the story of the birth of Christ, or it was weird. She's Mary, but they did it in a weird way. It was kind of fucking weird. A lot of it was weird, and there was some stuff in there that like flashed, and I was like, this looks a little like Mother, which was weird for me.
I think it just might be because like all the old people like surrounding Brandy. I got Rosemary's Baby vibes.
Okay, yeah.
I know movies.
You do. I'm proud of you.
Yeah. I mean, I also know Rosemary's Baby because, like, you know, the whole Charles Manson murders, like that was the thing. As a whole thing. I know too much about true crime stuff. It's really fun being me sometimes, you know?
Yeah.
I was like, you were looking at me and you were saying nothing.
I don't know. I'm iffy on that one.
I mean, that probably won't be one I see in theaters, but I might still check it out because Brandy. But I don't know. There's a lot of good stuff coming out this year. Like Nosferatu's coming out in like December or something. And like Longlegs is next week, which I like don't want to see, but like I can get like mystery points for my Cinemark stuff, and I can go to the movies, but I go during the day because I don't want to be scared.
Fair.
I go see all my movies during the day. Because then you go outside and you're just like, oh, God, the sun throws me off every time.
And it helps you calm down before bed so you don't have nightmares.
Yeah. Like, I'll go see a scary movie, and then I'll go, like, to Five Below, because it's, like, right there. Look at some stuff. Like, today I had to get stuff for my nieces because their birthday party's next week. So, like, I had a reason to go after Maxine, which Maxine wasn't even, like, scary. A few parts I was just like, you know?
Yeah.
God, I want to tell you so bad, but, like, it literally just came out. I know you're not going to see it. Ah!
I probably won't see it until it comes out on streaming, so.
I know. It's going to be the same fucking thing that happened with Abigail. I'm going to want to talk about it so bad. But hey, I finally got you to watch Abigail, so
you did.
That was a win for me.
And then I made John and Caroline watch it.
Yeah, but you made them watch it after something else. They didn't like it as much.
Well, they were two very different movies, but they like Talk to Me better, or not Talk to Me, Late Night with the Devil better.
Yeah, which how
fair.
fucking beat that? It's like everyone's like top 4 Letterboxd, which I would like to start doing because it seems really cool. Everyone's like Late Night with the Devil. I'm like, you're so right. 5 stars. Fantastic. You know, I feel like you would do great on Letterboxd, man.
What are you talking about?
You watch a shit ton of fucking movies.
Yeah.
And you could rate them. TC has a Letterboxd. You guys can be friends on there.
It's another place for people to DM me.
I don't know how it works. I don't know if you can, but like you can like see other people's. I just see them interview people on red carpet sometimes, and people tweet about it. It's about all the information I have about Letterboxd.
Next episode of this show is Hannibal Lecter.
Yes.
So we will be covering Silence of the Lambs, Red Dragon, and Hannibal.
But there's apparently more movies. But we're not covering them.
There's Hannibal Rising, which is a prequel that I was not a huge fan of and do not own and do not wish to go pay money to get. And I don't know if, unless I pay for it, we can watch it. There's also Manhunter, and Manhunter is basically Red Dragon, but without Anthony Hopkins. So, now some people say they like Manhunter better. I watched Manhunter. It's very old. It's outdated. I didn't prefer it. I like Red Dragon. And I want to do the Anthony Hopkins franchise version. So
okay,
that's why we're not doing Manhunter.
So Anthony Hopkins is in all 3 of the movies that I will be watching.
Yes.
Okay. Well, because like I know obviously Silence of the Lambs. Like I didn't know. I didn't even, when we talked about it I was like, there's more than one movie? I was clearly clueless, but
Now, the question is, do you want to watch them in release order or chronological order?
oh fuck. Does it make a huge difference?
It doesn't. It really doesn't. So, release order would be Silence of the Lambs, and then I believe Red Dragon, and then Hannibal. Chronological order would be Red Dragon, Silence of the Lambs, and Hannibal. Last, Blue Eyes White Dragon.
Blue Eyes White Dragon. Yes.
Red Eyes Black Dragon. No. So it might be weird going from Red Dragon to Silence of the Lambs just because Red Dragon came out like I think the early 2000s. And
so
Silence
like
of the Lambs is like that 90s.
Production would be different, and
So
yeah.
it'd be like going back in time to go back forward in time production wise. But other than
And
that,
we can just do chronological then. I feel like that's fine.
okay. Well, it's however you want to watch it. However we cover it doesn't matter. It's however you want to watch it. So
I'll probably end up just doing however you have it in a place,
okay, that's fair.
which I think it goes chronologically. Last time I checked. So,
Most of my things do.
mhm.
So,
You're very, very ridiculous about that kind of stuff.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I have noticed. Alphabetical release dates. Yeah.
Well, I mean, it does all of that. I didn't do all of that. So
Yeah.
when I make my lists, the lists are how I organize it, not how Voodoo has options selected. Because I'll put it in alphabetical and then I'll come back and it'll be in release date if it's been a while since I've logged in. So
It's a whole thing.
yeah. But all right, Katie, I
Okay.
think that's it.
Yeah. Hey, we did our best to get it to like an hour and a half.
We did, and we're pretty much right there. So please tell everyone where they can find you and all things Sheelite.
Yeah, you can follow me on Twitter, KittyWrestling13, Linktree in my bio to take you all things Sheelite Showcase, twitch.tv/Sheelite Showcase, and youtube.com/Sheelite Showcase, typically Thursdays, 6 p.m. Eastern-ish. It's like 6:15. Yeah, there's a bunch of stuff over there. I'm trying to work on the Patreon stuff. My birthday's coming up in a few weeks. Like, trying to figure out what I'm gonna do for that for the show. There's gonna be some fun stuff, so go check it out.
All right. You guys can follow me on Twitter at Matt Riddiddr, MATTRIDDR, for your wrestling content and getting off this show, for your horror content, and everywhere else on social media at Smacking It Raw, whether it is TikTok, Threads, Instagram, or Blue Sky. As I said, hashtag them dragons, and the latest review of the latest episode of that Hot D, the House of the Dragons, will be available tomorrow live with Travis and Mara. So please tune in and check that out. Also, we got a little something new for you over on the Creation Conversation this Thursday. We're doing things slightly different, so come check that out as well. And Katie, we'll be back in 2 weeks for this show. We'll be back Saturday. I still have not watched the end of Heat Wave. I know what happened but I haven't watched the end of Heat Wave. So I watched everything right up to the main event, and then I'm like, fuck, I got to watch House of Dragon. And then after House of the Dragon, like half an hour before we were supposed to start the show, Travis called me. He's like, yeah, we're not going to do it tonight. I'm like, I could have finished Heat Wave and then watched House of the Dragon. You son of a bitch.
How dare you?
So
Disrespectful.
it is what it is. But yeah, no, we'll be back, possibly smashing or passing Heat Wave next week. I'll think about that and let you know. Other than that, for Miss Katie Kinsey Bebe, I am the patron saint of podcasting, the Warden Matt Riddiddr, and this has been your #1 horror podcast on places where you can find people having sex on the internet.